Hey guys, and what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Wow, it's been quite an interesting couple of days. My brother was visiting from the United States of America, and never mind this bow on my head that looks like ratchetness. Ugh. Wow. So we're just going to chill out today and regroup. Am waiting for I'm waiting for people to get their act together and get my internet fixed. So in the meantime, between time, I can still talk to you and then upload this video whenever. So in real time, it is 12 in the afternoon on a lovely Thursday, um, summer's day. It is hot, hot, hot. Oh yes, oh yes. And that's okay because I love it like that. Baby's asleep. My daughter's cleaning her room. She's on summer vacay. My husband has gone into town to try to figure out why we pay for this internet every day, but we don't have it every day. So yeah, first world problems. So we're gonna get back to the lovely life of marriage, and can you see that? You can hear it though, right? The train is just passing by. So, anyways, last time we were talking and chatting a little bit about what makes a good wife and some of the things that you need to do in order to find a good guy. And I got a little bit into my turmoil relationship with my ex, which was it was fun to talk about those things and that time of my life, and everybody was all shocked, and people like the juiciness of of all the crazy things that I've done. So if you haven't checked that out, please check it out. And because it's very funny to watch and listen to, and I had a lot of fun talking about those very juicy times in my life. So anyway, um, today's video is going to be a little bit more about the married life, the good wife life. And, whew, Lord, I don't know if I've said this in my past videos, but I just can't reiterate it enough because it's so important for us women to understand, and men too, is that not marriage is really, really not for everyone. It can be hard work if you don't understand that it is a process of giving and improving your teachability, because things like once things like infatuation and attractiveness go out the window, because we're human beings and routine tends to get stale and old, and depending on who you are, depending on what you need, you kind of switch it up a little bit to make things a little bit more interesting. And again, that all goes back to you and your level of personal development. And so what I've realized is, because we waited until we were in our 30s to consider marriage as something that we wanted to do for the sharing and caring and loving process, that it's a lot of work. Well, it was a lot of work until we understood more about what it is to bring and not what it is that we want from each other. And I know that something that can be a little bit of a test, because for me it was a test, because I felt like, well, if I'm not in this marriage for what I can get out of this marriage, then why am I in this marriage? Why am I with this person? Um, and the truth is, like a lot of women, I thought that my husband was going to fulfill certain things that were lacking in my life that I didn't even know were lacking. And when I realized that it was my duty and responsibility to go on that journey, that spiritual journey, that self help, that self development journey, um, then that totally changed the way we interacted, because I became a better person because I started to own my own shit, and he became a better person because all the weight was just lifted off of him, and he became more clear about what it is he could do for me, which is help in providing the space and place for me to always stay true to who I am and
and love who I am. And so, and then he started to model that in his own life by loving himself and doing what it is he needs to make himself better as a person. Because when you're a better person, you want to be a better person to other people. First, you want to do it for yourself because that's what you do. Because people who love themselves don't go around hurting people and don't go around being needy and wanting things from other people. They want to share that love when it's overflowing, and really model that for other people in their lives. So it's all about self-love, guys, and it's all about loving um, yourself and others where they are by having that empathy for yourself and for others. And you can only do that when you start with you. People who hurt or who are hurt people. And so I know a lot of the times we kind of find our way to people who mirror the things that are wrong with us in others. And so you kind of have to be really aware of that when it comes to the kind of relationships that dysfunctional relationships that you have with your spouse or your friends or um, family members, because birds of a feather kind of flock together. So, not kind of flock together, they really do flock together. So anyways, yeah, I talked a little bit about some generals. Now let's get into some specifics. So the first time I met my husband, we were head over heels infatuated with each other, like I said, right? He was just so cute and and he went back to Germany, and I went back to my life. You know, my grandfather passed away, and I thought my husband was gonna come back and, just take me in his arms and, comfort me and all that stuff, and that didn't happen. I ended up in a situation where I was being hounded to pursue a relationship with an ex from like way back, who that's a whole nother episode in itself, how I got the hell away from him once and for all. And like I'm not here to hide, prove, or disguise the truth. It is what it is. But oh my goodness, guys, I had to get away from him so fast because he was all kinds of crazy and just playing all kinds of games. And so I was dealing with that when my husband was away. And our relationship wasn't official yet, right? We had just met, and he didn't plan to come there and find me, but he found me, and that had its own dynamics, and he wasn't able to stay the way he had wanted to or planned to, because he didn't plan to just come fall in love and stay in Belize. Like, who does that, right? And so he did the normal person thing and went back to his job and his life, but he couldn't get me out of his head. And as time progressed, and a lot of time progressed, I think we met in December. We kept in communication up until my grandfather passed away like January. So up until like February, March, he was just like, I can't do this back and forth. I'm not coming back. I know I said I was coming back. I'm not coming back. Move on with your life and do what you had to do. And that was just around the time when I started to entertain that. And what that looked like for me was to go back to my crappy, shitty ex who treated me like dirt for way too long, or who I allowed to treat me like dirt for way too long. And because I was just so done with all of that, I made a decision that no matter what it is, if I end up alone or, a spinster, it's better than going back to that shit, because he was who he was, and I allowed him to treat me like that, and I just wanted something better. I knew that there had to be something better than what I had before. And I didn't know what that looked like, but it didn't matter, because being alone was better than being with my ex or sitting around and waiting for my husband. So I was like, you know what? Listen carefully, ladies, because now this is a nugget and this is a script that you can use if you're in the situation where there is uncertainty in gray areas. And I know my females, they like to buy into the gray areas. I am giving you a nugget to own your shit. Stop playing this game. And this was done for me, and so I'm gonna pass it on to you for free. You tell that man, when he cannot make up his mind about what you're worth, you tell him this: I like you. You have brought something into my life that I appreciate and would love the opportunity to continue to explore, and I hope that you feel the same way. But if you don't, I understand. It is what it is. We had a great time. No matter what happens, I won't call our relationship this. I won't call it that. It is what it is. It already happened. I'm willing and ready to move forward when and if you are too. No matter what happens, I will always have the beautiful experiences that we have had, and I will always be here for you as a friend. Don't feel pressured to do anything you are not prepared to do, because at the end of the day, we only have the now, and those are based on the decisions we make now. I'm here for you when you're ready. If you're not ready, that's fine. You know what? You might be thinking to yourself, this bitch is crazy. Get your ass down here right now and make a decision. Well, if you do that, then a man especially will feel pressured to make a decision, and they make a decision out of resentment, not of conviction. And that is not what you want, because at the end of the day, he might regret that decision. He knows that it's his decision that he has to own. And you want to first release the pressure of the now. You got to do it now, and just stay in that place of, hey, we had a great time, it was awesome. Don't get too attached and too emotional to it, and be sincere with that. But that's what you want to say to him. You want to say, we had a great time. Use non-committal words like friend, homie, companion. Companion is still a little bit, if it's not genuine for you, don't say it. But you don't want to use boyfriend or girlfriend, or we slept together, or we were intimate. No, we had a great time. I will always be here for you as a friend, and be very, very non-committal, and always leave the platform and space open where he feels free and comfortable to communicate with you what he wants. That has really as a matter of fact, that's why I got the ring, because my husband always knew, no matter what he had to say to me that might have been hard for me to hear, he could say it to me and to nobody else, no other woman. There was no other person, because I was a friend first, where he knew he could come and be himself and not judged. You can't make it, that's understandable. Life goes on. We had a great time. When you can, I'm here. I didn't go, well, I may be here and I may not be here. Because at the end of the day, the quality of relationship that I wanted didn't leave space for his fluffiness or his indecisiveness. It only left space for, look, I can be this for you. I can be a friend for you. And in the back of my head, I'm thinking, I want more. I want more. But I'm not trying to fill that space of a committed man with you being uncertain, or with anybody else who isn't you, because you're the man that I want to be with. I'd rather just be alone, and we could be friends and work on whatever it is we need to work on until you get to that place where you can decide that this is worth your time. But in the meantime, between time, this is way too important for us to rush into. This is way too important for us to rush into. You can say it like that too, because that works. I'm here as a friend for you if you need me. And that's very non-committal on both parts, because things come up. He's going to be thinking, okay, she's just considering me a friend, which means that she's still on the market, which means that there could be other guys out there. And so when he comes, if he comes, and there are other guys out there, then who left the door open for that? Like, I'm pretty honest about that, and we can get into all the other stuff, and we are. So grab some tea and we'll be back.